Okay, fifth graders, welcome to 2-minute tutorials. Today's lesson is on numerical expressions. All right, so let's get started right away. So there's one thing that we really want to know first, and that is the difference between expressions and equations. An expression has no equal sign. Okay, you don't have to solve it. You just have to write the number sentence. Equations, you actually have to solve, and you need an answer. Okay. So on all today's problems, you actually don't need an answer. You just need to write the problem. So here are our steps. Let me show you. Our first step is read and write down the numbers. So here's our problem right here. Let's do that. Fred catches 25 fish. Okay, so the first number I see is 25, so we write down that 25. Then he releases 10, so I put that there. I leave a space in between, and catches 8 more. So there's my 3 numbers. Now I have to decide the operations. That's step 2. Okay, so step 2 is put in the operation. So let's reread it again and see what we should put in between. Okay, Fred catches 25 fish. So there's his 25 fish. Then he releases 10. So it means he's going to let 10 go. But then he catches 8 more. Now you have to decide, do you need parentheses? Well, in the order of operations, if you have subtraction and adding, they're equal, so you just move from left to right. So technically you don't need parentheses. If you wanted to, you could put them here because this happens first. All right? Notice I do not have an equal sign because all I need to do is do the problem. So let's look at the next one. All right? So remember our steps here. We're going to write down the numbers first as we read it. Jeff has $20. He bought a Coke for $2 and hot Cheetos for $3. So there is our stuff, okay? Now let's go ahead and read it again and put in the operation. Jeff had $20, then he bought. So if you buy stuff, you're going to spend money on it. So that's a subtraction sign. Now a lot of kids want to put another subtraction sign here, but since he bought 2 things, we're actually going to add those. I know that's weird because you think you'd subtract it twice, but actually you're going to add those because you want to figure out how much money you spent. And since we want to add and figure out how much the Coke and the Cheetos were all together first, this is a little bit confusing. That's why we're going to put the parentheses around that in the back. That would force us to do this part first to get 5, and then take 20, take away 5 if we were going to figure out the answer, okay? All right, let's look at the last one. I'm at 2 minutes, 34 seconds. I got to pick it up. Okay, let me switch colors one more time. Here we go. Alex picked 30 apples. Then he put them equally into 3 baskets and then ate 2. Let me read it again and put in the right things. Alex picked 30 apples. He put them equally into 3 baskets. So he divided them into 3 baskets. And then he ate 2 of them. So there you go. And again, technically we can leave this because division becomes before adding. We'll learn next Monday. But instead, let's put the parentheses just to be sure and say that we do this first. And there's our expressions. 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Thank you. 2-minute tutorials.